Here is the Avast Security News Roundup for the week ending August 6th, 2021. Attackers hijack Chipotle email marketing account. Mass mailing service Mailgun had one of its largest accounts, the email marketing account for fast food chain Chipotle, compromised and used to target USAA users, Microsoft users, and others with malware. According to anti-phish agency Inky, which detected 121 phishing emails originating from the compromised account. Of those attacks, 2 were phishing scams, which are fake voicemail notifications. 14 impersonated USAA Bank, and 105 impersonated Microsoft. The 2 phishing scams were meant to deliver malware, but the other 119 scams were attempts to harvest credentials. Inky notes that the Chipotle attackers used the same techniques as the SolarWinds attack earlier this year, perpetrated by Russian threat group Nobelium. The threat group compromised SolarWinds' email marketing account and sent roughly 3,000 malicious emails. It is still unclear who is behind the Chipotle attack. For more on this story, see Security Week. Facebook hack victims by Oculus to restore their accounts. According to NPR, 19 listeners reported that their Facebook accounts were hacked or disabled in July, and some found the only recourse that stimulated the social platform to restore their accounts was the $299 purchase of an Oculus Quest 2, Facebook's virtual reality headset. When one hack victim discovered that it was impossible to find any live help from Facebook, either on the phone or over the web, he followed a tip he saw on Reddit and purchased an Oculus Quest 2. As soon as he contacted Oculus with the product serial number, support got back to him right away and restored his Facebook account. Several other users claim to have done this to fix their accounts, after which they simply returned the unopened headsets. Snapchat horoscope feature remembers birth info. Addressing user concerns over the fact that Snapchat knows some users' birth information down to the location and hour, The Verge reminded users that they submitted their birthday when they set up their Snapchat account. Users also must input their birth city and time if they want to use the platform's horoscope feature. The app keeps that information and stores it in the birthday section of the user's profile settings. Snapchat will not share a user's birthday details without permission, and users always have the option to delete the information from the app if they choose. The U.S. Senate calls out Fed agencies for poor security. The Senate published a report this week called Federal Cybersecurity: America's Data Still at Risk, in which 8 federal agencies are called out for having weak cybersecurity protections. After an investigation, the Senate committee found many of the agencies had failed to implement baseline cybersecurity practices, and most were using outdated systems. The investigation also found that some of the agencies were not updating or patching their systems when new versions of their security software were released. It is unacceptable that our own federal agencies are not doing everything possible to safeguard America's data, said Republican Senator Rob Portman, ranking member of the investigative committee. Microsoft warns of BazaCall scams. A new ransomware trend that popped up this year involves a phony call center where users are guided through a process that has them unknowingly download malware onto their systems. Microsoft calls the campaign BazaCall, and the malware that users are tricked into downloading is called BazaLoader malware. Attackers first lure victims with phony emails that claim they've been subscribed to an expensive service. The email provides a phone number if the user has any questions. When the user calls the number, the attacker poses as customer support, leading the user through the steps necessary to unsubscribe, but which really downloads ransomware onto their systems. Read more at Microsoft. This week's must-read on the Avast blog. In celebration of this week's 30th anniversary of the World Wide Web, Avast CEO Andrei Volchek looks back at the Internet's development over the past 3 decades. An excellent article in which Andrei raises an excellent question regarding today's state of the Internet. World Wide Web or Wild Wild West? You can reach this thought-provoking article at the following link. And that wraps up this week's Avast Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.